Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWCrendor, and welcome back to more Hearthstone card gimmick fun review pre-expansion, whatever I call this thing. Every expansion, I go over the Hearthstone cards being released and review them based on their fun slash gimmick potential, and I'm gonna do it again. So, buckle up. I have seen pretty much like 0 of these cards. I think I've seen like 4 or 5 of them on Twitter. But outside of that, I've pretty much seen nothing. So I'm actually pretty excited to look through these and see if there is any crazy stuff I can play around with for the new Hearthstone expansion, which is coming out like tomorrow. So let's go ahead and look at some of these cards. First up, we have the Dimensional Ripper. Summon 2 copies of a minion in your deck. It's a warrior 10 mana card. I mean, sure, it's got some, it seems like it could have some gimmick potential, especially if you bust out, like, 2 Ragnaros. This actually, oh my god, if you play Warrior and the only minion in your deck is the one where if you summon 2 copies of that minion, it makes the super guy. I forget what that's called, but that is a potential card you could play with that. And have, like, some, crowd control for the board, brawls or something. I don't know, either way. This does have gimmick potential. We're giving it a 10 out of 10. Next up, Big Bad Archmage. At the end of your turn, summon a random 6-cost minion. That's a fun card, although you gotta get it out there. But it's one of those cards where if you can summon it with something else early on in the game, you'll just start pumping out 6-cost minions. That's pretty neat. You just have to hope he doesn't die, which he probably will. But still has some potential. Next up, we have Jumbo Imp. Costs 1 less whenever a friendly demon dies while this is in your hand. So that's actually really cool. This is like a giant, one of the giants, but for Demon Warlock. And that's really neat. I like this a lot. So, but the thing is, it has to be in your hand, and it can't be like discards. So you have to play like, you know, no discard, only demons, and get it early. But still, that's pretty neat. You can get that out pretty quickly if you just throw out a bunch of low-cost demons early on. I don't know. Either way, I like that. That's got some strong potential. Caligos, the 10 mana, 4/12 legendary mage card. Your first spell each turn costs 0. Battle cry, discover a spell. Alright, that's pretty good. That's very good actually, especially if you've got a bunch of like high cost spells. You try to get him out early. The problem's just, you know, getting him out early. But still, he's got some potential. I like that. It's not like a super gimmicky type of thing, but well, then again, it is pretty gimmicky. I mean, you can get some big spells for 0. The problem is getting them on the board and then doing those spells. But either way, it's still a fun card. I like that. Next up, we have Nozari, a Paladin, 10 mana, 4/12 dragon. Battlecry, restore both heroes to full health. That is annoying. I don't like that card, but it does have some crazy potential, especially if they're playing like Shadow Priest. And you have this in your deck and you can't play it, or whatever that card is where it like swaps healing for everybody, so you just end up killing each other. So that'd be kind of fun to do, play that. It's a very weird circumstance that would happen in, but maybe there's some other cards that would work with this. I just hate cards that delay the game. I'm impatient, so when it's like, oh, you know, here's another full health for everybody, it's like, ugh. But whatever. It's okay. Next up, we have the legendary 10/7/9 mech Boom Reaver. Summon a copy of a minion in your deck. Give it Rush. So that's interesting. That might have some potential. I wonder if you had Ragnaros and you got Rush, would he be able to attack? I don't know. I don't think he would, right? He needs, I don't know. Either way, maybe this has got some potential again, but you know, these are like the big cards. I would hope these have potential at 10 mana. Alright, now we're getting down a little bit. 9 mana, Mass Resurrection. Summon 3 friendly minions that died this game. So that's just more fun for Resurrection Priest stuff, which, you know, I'm all for that. Bringing stuff back, especially if you're playing like, dude, Ragnaros Priest. I have this weird like thing for Ragnaros and just wanting to fill the board with Ragnaros whenever I can. And I've had it, so like, it's like a disease I've had since the game came out. So it's a possibility. Burly Shovel Fist, a 9/9/9 with Rush. Power of Creation, discover a 6-cost minion, summon 2 copies of it. I mean, that could be interesting. The Forest Aid, Twin Spell, summon 5/2/2 Trance. Okay. It seems, you know, more like Treant stuff. I always call them Trents. The Trents. Let's see. So, yeah, Twin Spell. I actually haven't even looked into the new card things. Like, is Twin Spell, you get to cast it twice or something? Summon 5. Is that what it is? Hold on, I have to look this up so I don't get yelled at by everybody. Twin Spell. It is an ability that introduced the Rise of Badoo. When a spell with Twin Spell is cast a copy of that spell without what? Without Twin Spell. Wait, cast a wait. When a spell with Twin Spell is cast, a copy of that spell without Twin Spell will be added to the player's hand. Oh, I see. So you get one back into your hand, but it, you know, it doesn't have Twin Spell. So you get it twice. Okay, that makes sense. Twin Spell. Archivist Elysiana. 8/7/7. Discover 5 cards. Replace your deck with 2 copies of each card. That sounds like it could be a spicy Mamma Mia. This has some potential. But it can also be really bad. So I'm giving that an okay. Batterhead. 8 mana, 3/12. After this attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. Dude, what if you just try to make a big Batterhead? I just think of, like, you know, baking batter or something. Seems okay. Katrina Muerte. At the end of your turn, summon a friendly minion that died this game. So she's kind of like a modern Kel'Thuzad. Yeah, but she can only summon one friendly minion, not all of them. So I guess she's like a... yeah, she can only summon one, so... Not as good as Kel'Thuzad, but it's still like a new version of Kel'Thuzad. Fell Lord Beydrug. Whenever you draw minions, summon a copy with Rush that dies at the end of the turn. Ooh. Dude, and it's a Warlock card? This is really nice. This is like super potential. You could build a whole deck around the Fell Lord. Especially you like pull out that Jumbo Imp or something. You pull out some other stuff. Like, I really like that. And then like, ugh. Alright, Fell Lord Beydrug. He's probably one of my favorite cards I've seen so far. Heroic Innkeeper. Taunt Battlecry. Gain 2/2 for each other friendly minion. Okay. So that's just kind of annoying, but it's 8 mana. Geppetto Joybuzz. Battlecry. Draw 2 minions from your deck. Set their attack, health, and cost to 1? Interesting. I mean, that's good if you got, like, Battlecry minions or something you want to play, or, you know, minions want to die really fast, or just have activatable things, but... interesting. There's got to be something you can do with that Geppetto Joybuzz, right? I feel like there's got to be some crazy stuff you can do there. Next up, we got Lucent Bark, Taunt, Death Rattle, go dormant, restore 5 health to awaken this minion. Okay, so he's one of those, like, you gotta, when he dies, you gotta bring him back up. But he's 8/4/8, got Taunt, so it's pretty good. Not, like, fun or anything, but, you know, he's a cool card. Walking Fountain, 8/4/8, Lifesteal, Rush, and Wind Fury. Oh my god. That's, that seems really strong. So he's an 8/4/8 elemental, but he's got, so he can attack twice, he's got Lifesteal, so he's gonna heal up, and he attacks right away. That's really good. I feel like there could be some stuff worked around with the Walking Fountain. Why is he called a Walking Fountain anyway? He just looks like a big kobold, or like one of the Bowser kids. Whirlwind Tempest. Your minions with Wind Fury have Mega Wind Fury? What the? Oh my god, if you pair them up, that's gotta be what they're trying to get at, right? If you pair those two up, wait, is Mega Wind Fury twice or more than twice? I'll look this up. Let's see. Mega Wind Fury is an ability that allows the character to act 4 times? 4 times? New toys for me? Wow, 4 times. Can you imagine this guy attacking 4 times? That's 16 lifesteal damage. That's spicy. There's got to be some other crazy Wind Fury things you can do with that. Oh my god, you could probably get some 1-turn kills with this guy. That's insane. And if you pull him out early with, like, getting those, like, if you pair him up with the Geppetto Joybuzz and get him out there, oh my god. Alright, I see we're getting some chemistry going here. Archvillain Rafam. 7/7/8 Warlock. Taunt. Battlecry. Place your hand in deck with legendary minions. Okay. Hear me out. We build a legendary deck. We play Archvillain Rafam. And then we replace all those legendaries with legendaries. Making the most useless, best deck ever. I imagine with this, you're just playing a bunch of like really shitty cards, and then you throw him down and like convert them all legendaries or something. It's an interesting card though. I like having that in there. Blastmaster Boom. Summon 2 1/1 boom bots for each bomb in your opponent's deck. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So I imagine you just sort of like get a bunch of bombs in their deck, and then you get the boom bots when you play Blastmaster Boom. I like that. That's a cool warrior legendary. So again, I imagine we're gonna see some putting bombs into people's deck cards. Chef Nomi. If your deck is empty, summon 6/6/6 Greasefire Elementals. All right, so we get it. Nomi is Satan, but they didn't give him the 6/6/6. They gave him the 7/6/6 with 6/6/6 Greasefire Elementals. Well, we gotta make a Nomi deck. A Nomi neck? We gotta make a Nomi neck and a Nomi deck. But you have to have your deck empty in order to do that. We'll pull it off. So we have to empty the deck, and then we gotta summon the elementals and somehow get them to win. It'll work out. Exotic Mount Seller. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random 3-cost beast. Alright, that could be interesting. It's just 7 mana to get it out, though, so you gotta, like, get it out some other way. Unless you want to wait around. Swamp Queen Hagatha. Add a 5/5 horror to your hand. Teach it 2 shaman spells. That's a cool card. So you have to teach it 2 shaman spells? That's so interesting. So it could be like any 2 shaman spells. Huh. Alright. Tack Noswhisker. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, add a copy to your hand. Ooh, that could be fun for doing like one of those copy decks like I built a while back. Especially with like Ragnaros or something. Like keep copying that. It all comes back to Ragnaros. Tunnel Blaster. Death Rattle. Deal 3 damage to all minions. Okay. Underbelly Ooze. After this minion survives damage, summon a copy of it. Alright. Verisa Windrunner. Equip Thoridal the Star's Fury. What's that? I take it it's like a weapon then, right? So you play her, she's a 7/5/6, and you get Thoridal the Star's Fury. Here it is. Okay. It's a 3/2/3 bow. After your hero attacks, gain 2 spell damage this turn. Huh, interesting. So it's like hunter spell damage. Alright. Darkest Hour. Destroy all friendly minions. For each one, summon a random minion from your deck. Ooh, that's fun. Dude, Warlock is like, I think my favorite deck so far. So far in this expansion. They've got some crazy stuff going on. So you just get a bunch of shitty minions, and then get a bunch of like good minions, and then try to get all the shitty ones out, and keep the good ones in your deck. Somehow, it'll probably take a bit to get it, but once you get that, boom. Darkest Hour. Mamma mia. Unidentified Contract. Destroy a minion, gain a bonus effect in your hand. Okay, that's kind of neat. Dude, oh my god, I'm going back to this. Imagine you have like... you just have like a bunch of like summoned minions on the board. They're really cheap, and they like, you know, you play a minion, summons another, and then you got like that one dude in your deck that is the thing I was talking about earlier, where you summon 2 of them, and he brings out a mega version. You would get like a bunch of those and have 3 of them. Oh my god, there's so much potential. All right. Twin Spell. Summon a 5/5 Wyvern with Rush. Okay. Aranasi Broodmother. When you draw this, restore 4 health to your hero. Okay. Eccentric Scribe. Summon 4 1/1 Vengeful Scrolls. Okay, well. Interesting. You gotta make a scroll deck, right? I've gotta make some sort of scroll deck. Heist Baron Togwaggle. If you control a lackey, choose a fantastic treasure. Ooh, call back to the Kobolds and Catacombs. Get some treasures from there. That's pretty neat. I like him. I'll make a Kobolds and Catacombs deck and just play with that. Mad Summoner. Fill each player's board with 1/1 imps. Oh my god, paired up with the Darkest Hour. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a beautiful combo right there. Oblivitron. Summon a mech from your hand and trigger its death rattle. That's kind of neat. For mech hunter. Portal over fiend. Shuffle 3 portals into your deck. When drawn, summon a 2/2 demon with rush. Oh, that's interesting. That's like my go-to, like, oh, that's pretty interesting, when I'm like, it's alright. Safeguard, 6/4/5. Summon a 0/5 vault safe with taunt. Okay, that's annoying. Unseen Saboteur. Your opponent casts a spell from their hand, target chosen randomly. Ooh, that's fun. That's like it's like that rat, the dirty rat, but for a spell. I like that. Card art seems really blurry though. This might just be the beta art or something. Violet Warden, taunt, spell damage +1. Okay, it's boring. Duel. Summon a minion from each player's deck. They attack each other. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I like that. That'd be terrible in my like angry chicken deck because he'd always die. But I mean, that's actually a pretty cool card. Hagatha's Scheme. Deal 1 damage to all minions. Upgrades each turn. All right. Hunting Party. Copy all beasts in your hand. Okay. At the start of your turn, gain spell damage +2. Ooh, that could be annoying after a while. Just constantly getting spell damage. Barista Linchen. Add a copy of each of your Battlecry minions to your hand. And that's her Battlecry. Ooh. I mean, it's good for like Battlecry stuff. That might have some potential. Convincing Infiltrator. Taunt. Destroy a random enemy minion death rattle. Ooh, that's an annoying one. Like Priest already has some of those with those big ass statue guys, so that's like a cheaper version of it. Wowee. Crystal Stag. Rush Battlecry. If you've restored 5 health this game, summon a copy of this. Imagine just fighting a whole board of Crystal Stags. Wowee. It's alright. Dalaran Crusader. Divine Shield 5/4. Okay, boring. Dragon Speaker. Give all dragons in your hand 3/3. Alright. Well, that could be... If you make some crazy dragon decks with Paladin now, probably. There's like all the buff up in your hand cards, and there's this dude. So, I mean, you can make some like super buff dragons. Maybe I'll make the buff dragon deck. The buff zombie dragon deck. Oh my god. Transform into a 4/4 copy of a different minion in your deck. 5/4/4. Muck Morpher. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. Perfect for Ragnaros synergy. Okay. Recurring Villain. If this minion has 4 more attack, resummon it. Ooh, that's kind of a neat card. So if you like keep just buffing up his attack and then attack. But he could get silenced and be useless, so that's the downside. Sunreaver Warmage. If you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, deal 4 damage. Interesting. And annoying. I don't know. It's just a annoying card. Waggle Pick. Return a random friendly minion to your hand that costs 2 less. And it's like a pick with a candle on it. That's a neat card. I like that. Wrench Caliber. After your hero attack, shuffle a bomb into your opponent's deck. Oh, there it is. Put the bomb in the opponent's deck. Dr. Boom's Scheme. Gain 1 armor. Upgrades each turn. Mark Shot. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Discover a spell. Okay. Unsleeping Soul. Silence a friendly minion, then summon a copy of it. Alright, it's like that one card we already got, but instead of draw a card, it's summon a copy, okay? Vendetta. Deal 4 damage to a minion, cost 0 if you're holding a card from another class. Ooh, that's a pretty strong card. If you're playing that, steal their card thing, which it's pretty easy to play now because there's so many cards revolved around it. Arcane Fletcher. 4/3/3. Whenever you play a 1-cost minion, draw a spell from your deck. Archmage Vargoth. At the end of your turn, cast a spell you've cast this turn. Targets are random. That's fun. I like that card. So you just get to cast another spell that you've already cast this turn. That's pretty neat. That's definitely going to have some fun. Maybe I'll make a Yogg Saron deck with the Vargoth in it. Make some crazy spell fun. Eager Underling. Give 2 random friendly minions 2/2. Hecklebot. Your opponent summons a minion from their deck. Classic Hecklebot. Hench Clan Burglar. Discover a spell from another class. Okay. Hench Clan Hag. Summon 2 1/1 amalgams with all minion types. That seems like it'd be interesting. For if you're trying like some synergy thing and just throw that in, you get some amalgams to throw out there. Some like Murlocs, that would give you like 2 more Murlocs on the board or something. If you're doing that type of thing. Interesting. Interesting. Hench Clan Shade Quill. Restore 5 health to the enemy hero. 4/4/7. Oh, that's good if you're playing that, you know, healing and damage gets swapped or whatever, so you like do 5 damage to him. That's it. Can be interesting. It'd be pretty good. I want to stop saying interesting, but I can't. Kirin Tor Tricaster. Spell damage +3. Your spells cost 1 more. All right. Omega Devastator. If you have 10 mana crystals, deal 10 damage to a minion. And he's got Battle Cry, so you might be able to trigger it twice, but I feel like you can kill most stuff with 10 damage, so I really need to. Okay. Portal Keeper. Shuffle 3 portals into your deck. When drawn, summon a 2/2 demon with Rush. Wait, didn't we already see a portal guy? I think we did. Maybe it cost more, though. Oh, yeah, Portal Overfiend. Okay, so there's like multiple portal guys, I see. Proud Defender, 4 mana. Taunt, has 2 attack while you have no other minions. So it's like a 4/4/6 taunt if there's no other minions. Okay. Scargill, 4/4/4. Your Murlocs cost 1. Oh my god, this is the ultimate card right now. You gotta build a Murloc deck with Scargill, dude. No doubt. You gotta do it. 1 cost Murlocs. Soldier of Fortune. Whenever this minion attacks, give your opponent a coin. Alright, well, it could be fun if you're trying to, like, mill them or something. So that's pretty cool. Traveling Healer. Divine Shield. Restore 3 health. Okay. Annoying. Violet Spell Sword. Gain 1 attack for each spell in your hand. Well, that could get pretty strong. I mean, you could play 4 mana. If you got, like, a bunch of spells, you get, like 6/7. Imagine that. Like, 5. You get, like, a 4 for a 6/6. That's pretty good. And then Battle Cry? Dude, this Violet Spell Sword's actually got some pretty strong potential for being such a, like, basic card. I like that. I like that a lot. Blessing of Ancients. Twin spell, give your minions 1/1. Okay, so you get another one, so you do, like, you pretty much get 2/2 if you do it 2 turns in a row. So that's pretty neat. Call to Adventure. Draw the lowest card from your deck, give it 2/2. Now, this is what I saw on Twitter that I was excited for. This is a powerful, angry chicken, low-cost card. You get a 3/3 angry chicken ready to go when you play this. I like this a lot. This has great potential for the angry chicken deck, and it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Conjurer's Calling. Twin spell. Destroy a minion. Summon 2 minions of the same cost to replace it. That's a little risky right there, but hey, not bad. And it's got the twin spell. That could be fun to play. I mean, you know, I like anything that makes you have a little risk and random RNG in there. I like how happy that turtle is too. Anyway, Inferno. Give your demons 1 attack, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Oh, again, Warlock. Getting a lot of stuff, especially for demon things. 9 lives. Discover a friendly Death Rattle minion that died this game. Also trigger its Death Rattle. Ooh, that's pretty good. Reform Scheme. Summon 1/1/1 imp. Upgrades each turn. Ooh, so you just keep getting bigger and bigger imps. And maybe more imps. So it'd be like 2/2/2, 3/3/3 or something. Can't attack you on... Wait. Arcane Watcher, 3/5/6. Can't attack unless you have spell damage. Oh, okay. Well, if you got spell damage, it's going to be annoying as shit. It's a 5/6 for 3. Bronze Herald. 3/3/2. Add 2 4/4 dragons to your hand. Ooh, okay. That's actually really nice with that dragon buff up thing we saw earlier. Clockwork Goblin. Shuffle a bomb into your opponent's deck. When drawn, it explodes for 5 damage. There it is. There's the bombs coming in hot. Commander Ryza. Your secrets trigger twice. Okay. Ooh, that's going to be annoying with paladins too. Wow. And this could actually be fun playing the bomb deck. Combo. Add 2 random lackeys to your hand. Okay. Copy friendly minions' health. 3/5/1. Ooh, that could be annoying. The Faceless Rager. If you copy like a taunt minion with like 8 health or something, you get a 3/5/8. Wow. Okay. I guess you gotta silence it then. Flight Master. Summon a 2/2 Griffin for each player. Okay. It's a 3/3/4 still. Hench Clan Sneak. 3/3/3 Stealth. Ooh, that could be good for my stealth deck. That's a pretty strong minion for the stealth deck. Life Weaver. Whenever you restore health, add a random druid spell to your hand. That's okay. Madame Lazuli. Discover a copy of a card in your opponent's hand. Ooh, I like that. The old deck steal. Very nice. Magic Carpet. After you play a 1-cost minion, give it 1 attack and rush. Alright. Oh, wait. Magic Carpet's really nice for my Angry Chicken thing. Or my low-cost minion deck. So pretty much any type of like 1/1 you play, or even just any low-cost minion, you're gonna get the plus attack and rush on it. Like, I like that a lot. Nice. Magic Carpet's got some potential. Messenger Raven. Discover a mage minion. Okay. Spellword Jeweler. Your hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers until your next turn. Interesting. It's like an anti-mage, anti-spell type of thing. Alright, I like that. Earthatron. Draw a mech from your deck. He's a 3/3/3 mech bear. He should be a mech beast, honestly. Mysterious Blade. If you control a secret, gain 1 attack. Crystal Song Portal. Discover a druid minion. If your hand has no minions, keep all 3. Dreamway Guardian. Summon 2 1/2 dryads with lifesteal. Lightforge Blessing. Twin spell. Give a friendly minion lifesteal. Plot Twist. Shuffle your hand into your deck. Draw that many cards. Ooh, that's fun. That's actually really nice for doing gimmicky type stuff. You get a bad hand, play the Plot Twist, flip it up. Flip it upside down. Soul of the Murloc. Give your minions Death Rattle. Summon a 1/1 Murloc. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I didn't realize what I was reading until now. You play Murlocs, then you give the Murlocs summon Murlocs, then you just keep flooding them with Murlocs. Sweeping Strikes. Give a minion also damages minions next to whoever this attacks. Ooh. That could pair up really nicely with a lot of gimmicky cards we've seen. Witch's Brew. Restore 4 health. Repeatable this turn. Arcane Servant. 2/2/3 Elemental. Belleran Librarian. Battlecry. Silence adjacent minions. It's 2/3. The Evil Cable Rat. Add a lackey to your hand. Love that card. Great card. The Evil Cable Rat. Evil Conscriptor. Add a lackey to your hand. Evil Genius. Destroy a friendly minion to add 2 random lackeys to your hand. Okay. So I take it lackeys are like a neutral card you can get, or there's probably multiple types of lackeys or something. I don't know. Hench Clan Hogsteed. 2/2/1 Beast. Rush. Summon a 1/1 Murloc when it dies. I mean, that's got to go in the Murloc deck. That's the trusty Murloc Hogsteed. 2/2/3 Keeper Steladris. Legendary. After you cast a choose 1 spell, add copies of both choices to your hand. Oh, okay. I see. That's pretty good. It could have some stuff, but I don't know about gimmick-wise. Khadgar. 2/2/2. Your cards that summon minions summon twice as many. Dude, this has some big potential. He's only 2 mana as well. Loving it. Loving that. Khadgar, big potential from Khadgar. Magic Dart Frog. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. That could get annoying. It's a 1/3. That's pretty cheap. Mana Cyclone. For each spell you cast this turn, add a random mage spell to your hand. Mana Reservoir. Spell damage +1, 0/6 elemental. Shadowy Figure. Transform into a 2/2 copy of a friendly Death Rattle minion. Ooh, that could get annoying because he's got some priests have some pretty annoying Death Rattle minions. Spellbook Binder. If you have a spell damage, draw a card. Sunreaver Spy. 2/2/3. If you control a secret, gain 1/1. Wow, that's actually really strong too. If you got a secret, then he's already a 2 mana 3/4. Wowee. And if you get like double Battlecry, you can get even bigger. Underbelly Angler. After you play a Murloc, add a random Murloc to your hand. Ooh, that's a nice addition to the Murlocs. And he's a 2/2/3 as well. It's a little hard to take out. Underbelly Fence. If you're holding a card from another class, gain 1/1 and rush. Vicious Scrap Hound. Whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. Damn, I was going to hope it was like add a bomb to their deck or something. Oh well. Crystal Power. Deal damage to a minion or restore 5 health. Return all friendly minions to your hand. The Daring Escape. Desperate Measures. Twin spell. Cast a random Paladin secret. Improve morale, deal 1 damage to a minion if it survives, add a lackey to your hand. Magic Trick, discover a spell costs 3 or less. Never surrender. When your opponent casts a spell, give your minions 2 health. Rapid Fire, twin spell, deal 1 damage. Ray of Frost, twin spell, freeze minion if it's already frozen, deal 2 damage to it. Togwaggle Scheme, choose a minion, shuffle 1 copy into your deck. Wait, choose a minion, shuffle 1 copy into your deck. Upgrades each turn. Ooh, again. Powerful Ragnaros deck plays. The Acorn Bearer. I almost thought it said Acorn Beaver. I wish it did. Death Rattle. Add 2/1/1 squirrels to your hand. All right, yo. We might have to make a deck revolving around the Acorn Bear. They should have made it an Acorn Bear, as like thrown an Acorn Bear with the Acorn Bear. And then we have to win a game with these squirrels. Like, there's no doubt about it. You know it's gonna happen. I need to flood the board with multiple Death Rattle squirrels and then win the game. That's gonna be a challenge I take upon myself. Potion Vendor, restore 2 health to all friendly characters. 1/1/1. Potion Vendor. Shimmerfly, add a random hunter spell to your hand. Sludge Slurper, add a lackey to your hand, overload 1. Toxfin, give a friendly Murloc poisonous. Ooh, that could be pretty nice. That's a nice way to just take out a minion on the board that's bigger than you with the Murloc. So Toxfin, even though he's only a 1/1/2, really nice card. Forbidden Word, spend all your mana, destroy a minion with that much attack or less. Lazul's Scheme, reduce the attack of an enemy minion by 1 until your next turn. Upgrades each turn. And it costs 0, so I mean, hey. And Mutate, transform a friendly minion into a random one that costs 1 more. So that's another addition to the Shaman Evolve deck. Just a little Mutate there. Interesting stuff. All right, well, I said interesting again. Oh my god. Okay, so that's all the cards for this expansion. And honestly, it seems pretty good. I say that about every expansion, though, so I always take it with a grain of salt. But there are some cards in here that have me pretty excited, especially the squirrels, some of the crazier cards in here, and I think just playing Warlock. Like, I'm actually really excited to just make a Demon Warlock deck and play around with that. Darkest Hour seems fun, so I'm pretty hyped. I'm excited. I'll be doing my, Hearthstone streams, pack opening stuff, and we'll see what happens. So thanks again for listening, watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see what this Hearthstone expansion brings. Okay? Okay. See ya.